Welcome to the Justice League, where the truth meets power. She walked into the hotel she owned, only to be denied a room because of her skin. What happened next would shake the foundation of that entire staff forever. Before we start the story, comment below where in the world you are watching from today, and if you like the story, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future stories like this one. It was late afternoon when Maya Thompson arrived at the entrance of the Hamilton Grand Hotel in downtown Atlanta. The sun was low, casting a golden sheen across the towering glass windows. The hotel, an architectural marvel blending modern elegance with historic Southern charm, was bustling with guests and valet attendants. Maya stepped out of her rideshare in a simple navy blue dress and carried only one small suitcase. Her heels clicked on the polished marble as she entered the grand lobby, where crystal chandeliers sparkled overhead and the scent of lavender lingered in the air. She walked confidently to the reception desk, but the moment she approached, the atmosphere shifted. The two white receptionists behind the desk glanced at her with narrowed eyes. One of them, a man named Trent, leaned slightly forward, arms crossed, his face locked in a patronizing smile. The other, a woman named Marcy, looked her up and down before whispering something under her breath. Maya calmly said, "I'd like to check into a single room. Just for one night." Trent raised an eyebrow. "Do you have a reservation?" "No," Maya replied. "But I was told walk-ins are welcome if there's availability." He smirked. "Well, this is a high-end establishment. We don't just hand out rooms to anyone walking off the street." Marcy chimed in. "Are you sure you're at the right place? There's a Comfort Inn a few blocks down." Maya stared at them, stunned. She had encountered subtle racism all her life, but rarely had it been this direct, this blatant, and in her own building. "Yes," she said firmly, "I'm sure I'm in the right place." Trent's smile thinned. "Sorry, we're fully booked tonight." "I checked the website 10 minutes ago," Maya said. "It said you have 12 single rooms available." He gave a small laugh. "Oh? Must be a glitch. Website's not always accurate." Maya's stomach tightened. She knew what was happening. It wasn't about availability. It wasn't about the website. It was about her skin, her presence, her unwillingness to dress like someone they expected to see in their lobby. She took a deep breath and forced herself not to react with the anger that burned in her chest. "Is your manager available?" she asked. Trent tilted his head. "He's busy." "I'll wait," she said. They stared at her, not moving. Not offering a chair. Not offering water. Not calling the manager. The lobby filled with whispers as other guests noticed the tension. A security guard approached, asked if there was a problem. Trent said, "No, she was just leaving." But Maya didn't move. 20 minutes passed. Finally, a tall man in a blazer arrived, Jonathan, the hotel manager. He approached with fake politeness, his eyes already sizing her up like a problem to be dealt with quickly. "Miss?" he asked. "Thompson," she said. "I was hoping to get a room tonight, but your staff told me the hotel is full despite the website saying otherwise." Jonathan looked at her, then at Trent and Marcy, who exchanged guilty glances. "I'm afraid we're fully committed tonight," he said smoothly. Maya narrowed her eyes. "You're lying." "Excuse me?" he said. "I said," she repeated calmly, "you're lying. This hotel is not fully booked. And even if it were, the way your staff treated me would still be unacceptable." He crossed his arms. "Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. But we reserve the right to decline service." "You don't get to decline service based on skin color," Maya snapped, finally letting her voice rise. A silence fell over the lobby. Guests paused. A few took out their phones. The security guard stepped closer. Jonathan stiffened. "If you don't leave now, I'll have to call the police." Maya took out her phone and began dialing. "That's a good idea," she said. "Let's all have a nice long chat with the police." Jonathan looked alarmed. "Wait, what are you doing?" She didn't answer. Instead, she walked past the desk, across the lobby, and toward the elevator. The security guard reached out, but Maya pulled out a small badge from her purse and held it up. "Touch me," she said icily, "and you'll lose your job before your hand comes back down." She pressed the elevator button. "Ma'am, where do you think you're going?" Jonathan demanded. Maya turned slowly and smiled. "To my office." And the elevator doors opened. The lobby staff froze. Some gasped. Trent's face went pale. Marcy clutched the edge of the counter like it was the only thing keeping her upright. The badge Maya had flashed bore the hotel's corporate seal, owner and chairwoman, Maya Thompson. She stepped into the elevator and disappeared from view. Upstairs, in her private office on the 18th floor, Maya sat quietly for a moment, heart still racing. She'd remained anonymous for years, having acquired the historic hotel through a silent partnership with a real estate group that respected her privacy and vision. She had invested millions in restoring the Hamilton Grand, making it a shining symbol of elegance and diversity. Her goal had always been to create an inclusive space, to make sure no guest ever felt the sting of judgment. But today proved her mission had failed. By nightfall, she had called an emergency board meeting and informed the group of what had happened. Every board member, shocked and ashamed, agreed to her plan. The next morning, the entire staff from the front desk to upper management was called into the ballroom. Maya walked onto the stage alone. Some employees still didn't recognize her. Some whispered. Trent looked like he'd seen a ghost. Jonathan looked like he hoped the floor would swallow him whole. "I'm Maya Thompson," she said into the microphone, voice steady, "the owner of this hotel. Yesterday, I walked into this lobby and was denied service because of the color of my skin. Not only was I lied to, but I was humiliated, disrespected, and dismissed in front of guests and staff." The silence was deafening. "I built this hotel as a place of excellence and inclusion. I trusted my managers to carry that vision forward. But clearly, that trust was misplaced. Effective immediately, I am terminating the employment of every staff member who witnessed what happened and said nothing. Every person who judged me, mocked me, or turned a blind eye, you are no longer welcome in this hotel." Gasps erupted. Some cried. Some protested. But Maya stood firm. "Let this be a message," she continued. "No person should ever be denied dignity because of the color of their skin. From now on, every employee of the Hamilton Grand will go through intensive diversity, empathy, and anti-bias training. We will rebuild this staff from the ground up. And we will hire people who treat every guest with the respect they deserve, regardless of their race, attire, or background." She paused. Her voice softened. "Yesterday hurt. Deeply. But today begins the healing." And with that, she walked off the stage. Over the next few weeks, the Hamilton Grand underwent a stunning transformation. Hundreds applied for the new positions. Maya personally interviewed dozens, asking them not about their resumes but about their hearts, how they would treat a guest who looked different from them, how they'd respond under pressure, what respect meant to them. She hired young, old, black, white, immigrant, disabled, queer, people from every background. She created one of the most diverse hotel staffs in the nation. And slowly, the reputation of the Hamilton Grand shifted. Guests wrote glowing reviews. Employees spoke with pride. The hotel became not just a place to stay but a place where people felt seen, heard, and valued. Years later, a journalist asked Maya in an interview, "What gave you the strength to stand up like that, to fire your entire staff and rebuild from nothing?" Maya smiled, remembering that long night. "I didn't rebuild from nothing," she said. "I rebuilt from truth. And that's always enough." And in the lobby of the Hamilton Grand, beneath the crystal chandeliers and polished floors, a plaque was mounted on the wall. "No one is denied a room here, only a chance to be small." And below it, in gold letters, Own with Pride by Maya Thompson.